Hello and welcome to this video where we want to show you 5 cool features of the Nexus. The Nexus is our new 1 ampere potentiostat and it brings a few cool features that we just want to show you a sample of. Feature number 1 is the countersense electrode. We don't only have a sense electrode for the working, but we also have a sense lead for the counter electrode. And one thing that it can do for you is you can create 2 impedance spectra at the same time, the one between the working and the reference and the one between the counter and the reference, or if you want, between the working and the counter electrode. To demonstrate this, I've connected on our dummy cell that you might be familiar with from doing like some of your first measurements or test measurements. I've connected the reference electrode as usual to its pad, and I've connected the working electrode C, which is our Randall circuit, and then I've connected the counter electrode to a 10 kilo ohm resistor. And now I can in PS trace very easily measure the working electrode and the counter electrode's impedance spectroscopy. I just have to record additional data, then I check the box, and then I can choose if I just want to see the counter electrode's impedance spectroscopy by itself, or if I want to see the full spectrum. So let's first have a look how it looks like when I have the working electrode 1's impedance spectroscopy and the counter electrode's impedance spectroscopy. So we see here the nice semicircle for our Randall circuit for the working electrode, and we see here in red this single point for our 10 kilo ohm resistor. Now I'm done with the measurement, and I quickly can change to the measurement between the working and the counter electrode. So we would now expect that we see the sum of both of the two things that we're seeing right now. So we see that there is a green curve overlapping the blue curve, so that's still the working electrode 1. And we see here a second semicircle that's now shifted by these 10 kilo ohms. So this is already our dual ICE feature, as we call it, and I wanted to show it to you because it's very handy, for example, for battery applications where you want to see, for example, the anodes and the cathodes impedance spectrum at the same time in one measurement. The second feature that we want to look at is the auxiliary port. Like our PalmSens 4 and our MStat4X, the Nexus has a D-sub-15 auxiliary port. You can use that for triggering or communicating to any peripheral devices. So you have 4 digital inputs, 4 digital outputs, an analog input, analog output, and that allows you to send, for example, trigger to other devices, to trigger maybe a pump, or maybe a positioning system needs to send a trigger to the potentiostat, or maybe you want to read external sensors, or a very popular feature what we're selling is automatic steering control. So I have here a steerer with our switch box, and I connect to the auxiliary port, the switch box. Now I just have to tell the software that there is a steerer present, which I do here, and then I can, for example, in the manual control, switch now the steerer on and off. Feature number 3 is our Ethernet connection. You can connect your Nexus just with an Ethernet cable, then it is in your network and you can use it remotely. Once you've connected through your Ethernet connection, you just need to wait till your hub, for example, assigns an IP address to the Nexus, which you see here, and then you can connect in PS trace to it. So PS trace, of course, needs to be in the same network. And in the drop-down menu, instead of choosing the instrument, you choose Remote TCP IP, and then you press Connect. A little window will pop up, and there you have to type in the same IP address that you saw in the window of the Nexus. Then you just press Connect, and you are connected to the Nexus. If you now start a measurement, now I have nothing connected, so it will just be noise, but you can see how the Nexus becomes active. Feature number 4 is MethodSCRIPT. And for those of you who have used already the MStat4 or the MStat Pico or our sensor devices, you might already be familiar with MethodSCRIPT. It is our scripting language for our potentiostats that is based on ASCII, allowing you basically to write on any programming platform software for our hardware. To get a kickstart, you can easily use MethodSCRIPT in PStrace, and especially you can use it with the Nexus. So even this high current device, so up to 1 ampere, right, you can use with MethodSCRIPT. Let's see how to do this in PStrace. So first you have to tell PStrace that you want to see the MethodSCRIPT editor. So you just go to Tools, General Settings, checks this box, say OK. And if you are connected to a device that can do MethodSCRIPT, like me right now connected to this Nexus, you see this button. If you click on this button, you will see a MethodSCRIPT. And this MethodSCRIPT is now a representation of everything that is here in the method editor window. So this script does exactly this. So this is already, you have like your starting code and just need to modify it. Here are also on the side some little checkboxes to adjust what you want to do. And if you want to adjust code lines right here in PStrace, you can just use the method editor and now you can change the code as you like. Once you're happy with it, you can close it. You're now in the MethodSCRIPT sandbox and you can run your MethodSCRIPT. Feature number 5 is that the Nexus is stackable. You see here I built my little tower of Nexus with 3 Nexus in it. As usual, when you connect our devices to the same computer, you can control all of them via multitrace. But our multi-channel devices like the multi-MStat or the multi-PalmSens offer additionally hardware synchronization. The Nexus has that feature also built in. So all you need to do is put your Nexus on top of each other, connect them all to your computers and power, etc. And then to get them completely perfectly synchronized, you just take the link cable, connect it to the out of the first one and connect it to the in of the second one. And then just repeat that for the next 2 devices. Of course, you can go on and on to your heart's content to synchronize all these devices in this tower. These were 5 features that we think are really exciting about the Nexus. I hope you find them exciting too. If you want to discover more features, if you don't want to miss any of our updates, follow us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.